Just think, you follow this routine, you can have a horse that just looks as majestic as this one. Ooh. Oh, he's falling asleep. No, he's not. Just kidding. Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a winter grooming routine today with this guy. He's really disgusting because it's wintertime and he's gross, so... But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Alright, hi, it's voiceover Brittany, and I apologize in advance because I am not good at technology and I'm trying to do a fancy voiceover, and let's just... Alright, so the first thing I do is take off his blanket, which is kind of a given. And I got really lucky today because he was wearing his rain sheet and he wasn't nearly as gross as he usually is. And this is my grooming box. I think it's super cute. It's teal because I painted it that, and it's got a nice little tray that comes out and everything just fits. It goes right where it's supposed to go. So the first thing I use is this little purple curry comb, and it has long, soft rubber teeth that are really good for sensitive horses like Curtis. But I like this one because it's really good at just digging in and getting all the hair out, and yeah, it's just really good for shedding season. The next thing I use is this magic stick, which is just such a fancy name. But it's basically just a knockoff Sleekies, which I use because my actual Sleekies, the blade fell out, which is annoying. It actually worked out because this one's blades are a lot shorter and duller, and because Curtis is so sensitive, he likes it a lot better. If there's one thing for shedding season that you absolutely 300% need, it's a shedding blade. I don't care what kind, Sleekies, whatever, they're awesome. And then I come behind that with this disgusting, nasty, old body brush. And I just use this all over his body to get any extra hair or dust off. Except it's shedding season, which means it's not all going to come off, but whatever. Next, after his body is all clean, I use this lovely little pink face brush and just gently brush all over his face. And he can be super sensitive about this sometimes, but he was good today. For his mane and tail, I use this Shoshin Miracle Groom, and it claims to be a bath in a bottle, which I don't know if it does that, but it gets out tangles and knots really, really well. So I just use this by spraying it all in his mane and tail and rubbing it through with my fingers just to get any knots or tangles out like that before I bring a mane brush in. And after I do that, I go through it with the mane brush as gently as possible as to not destroy his tail. And the Shoshin Miracle Groom just makes it so much easier to brush out all the knots. For coat conditioner, I use this Equus Marigold scent. And this is basically just like an all-in-one product. It's a coat conditioner, but it's also like a natural fly spray. And I'm actually almost out because I love this stuff so much. I call this horse perfume because it just smells so stinking good. And I just spray this all over his body and then rub it in with my hands. And this just helps to make him all shiny. Next, because Curtis has rain rot because it's spring and it's just gross, I use MTG, which is just like this liquid that's really good for getting rid of fungal infections. And I just squirt that all in his problem areas, which are like his shoulder, his back, and his booty. And then I use a little rubber curry to rub it in, which I highly suggest because if you use your hands, that smell will take forever to go away. Finally, it's time to do his hooves. So the first thing I do is take off his bell boots, which he actually has to wear these all the time or else he'll pull his shoes off, which is wonderful. But then I use this cute little Oster hoof pick and just pick out his hooves. And then because he has another little fungus type infection in his pastern, I use Vanix, which is another anti-fungal spray. And I just spray that on the affected area and then gently rub it in. After I've done all that, I use Fielding's hoof dressing, and that's because Curtis's hoofs are super dry and it's kind of starting to crack. So this just helps bring moisture back into them and make them super strong. And I just love how satisfying it is when their horse's hooves are all done and all shiny and they just look so good. But anyway, that's pretty much my whole grooming routine with this guy. Oh. Is that a camera? Bye. Curtis says bye too.